hold this. Start the video's running.
Sure.
Yep. Yep. Oh, she's getting snappy. Oh, come here. Where are you? Oh, she's around the wire. Oh, won't have her very good. Whoa! Bit me. She doesn't like me now. All right. Bernice. She bit me, but she's not poisonous. Stay tuned. We have a pig too. Charlie killed. I'm gonna let Bernice go. Ranch Fairy out. This video is going to be, if you want to freaking ever learn something, you might want to pay attention. And if you don't really want to learn anything, then just turn it off right now and keep moving and go watch, you know, I don't know, fail videos or something. This is an internet 300-pounder Charlie killed yesterday. Here's a picture of Charlie in his beautiful no shirt with his face paint and mascara stuff. He whacked it last night, and this is an example of when things go horribly wrong, yet we acquire said animal. Charlie was shooting last night. He was behind a sniper hog light. Sniper hog light guys sell a unit that's a big square with a giant solar panel. It's on all the time, and he was behind that. He had his bow light. This is my Switchback XT. I gave Charlie the Angel of Death, and it continues to cause things to assume room temperature, or ambient temperature for you guys who are scientific. Sniper hog light, and we were shooting last night, playing around with Jake Thompson at Danger Close Outdoors is where I got the Maasai Redline 200 grainer. And one of my subscribers, Adrian Hernandez, sent me the Nuge arrows. He said, I got some arrows you need to shoot. These things are perfect for a fairy. I guess they're perfect for a Charlie too. So that's a 300 spine Nuge. It has the brass inside. I'm sorry, Bruce at Ethics. I couldn't get it to sleeve over the Nuge special coating. 656 grains. I didn't do the FOC. It's over 20%. It doesn't matter. It went through this pig like lightning. And just for fun, one more feature. Brett Robinson at Race for the Wounded. He made me a left bevel knife. You can't get one yet. It's a Ranch Fairy special. We're going to use it today. It's something we're experimenting with. We'll see if it comes out on the market. I might just be the only one who has one, so you can be jealous. Charlie was hunting last night. We did not make an adjustment on his sight, and you need to listen. If you're going to pig hunt in the dark, I recommend one pin, and I recommend you tape or paint the fiber optics wherever they were. This did not look like this last night. Okay? When Charlie came in, he said, the pin looked really fat, like I couldn't see. That's because he couldn't see. So what you have to do is block out your fiber optics, all of them, and just have just the pin, preferably a rheostat light, so you can adjust it as low as possible. What happens is in the dark, and you guys with your peep sights too, ooh, this will screw you. Yummy. When you draw your bow and you have 5 pins and it's lit up as bright as looks like a stoplight all lit up at once, the light bounces back in your eyes, and your pupils were this big and they go like that. It's like an f-stop on a camera. You can't see through the sight. I have very dear friends who are very stubborn who will not listen to me. So I guess I'm not that convincing. But for you guys who want to learn something, buy a cheap 1-pin sight for pig hunting. Tape, or it can be ugly, it's okay. If you want to kill stuff, sometimes ugly works. Tape it off and just get it where there's nothing but the pin. There you go, there's that. Onward to the show. So what happened when Charlie was blind last night, he said, come on, And here's a little bit of the video. So this pig was real nervous. He was by himself. Charlie and I talked about this. Those pigs will come in and run off and come in and run off, and you kind of know you're not going to hit them right. Following in the Ranch Fairy shirt mantra, we do not understand how they're going to jump. This pig actually jumped forward. Now, Charlie delivered the arrow to the right, and that is 100%, doesn't help to be blind, okay? Not a problem. Usually, until we saw the video. It's another reason to video all your kills, because then you can see what happened. And when I saw the impact of this one, it's right in front of the hips and high, which means aorta. Oh, I'll get in there later and we'll check that out. So what happened with Char here, come on over here, Charlie. Swing around this way. The entry wound is right here. Come on, go ahead and suck on in here. Let's take a look at it. Just walk around. There's the entry wound from the Maasai, and the spine is right here. I mean, so what happened is the broadhead hit. I'm pretty sure it severed the aorta going through here, the abdominal aorta. But on video, we can clearly see, watch this, I'm gonna slow it down. You'll clearly see the arrow hit, and then it actually goes like this a little bit. He's shooting downhill, but not much. It's an 8-foot tripod, and it's about a 20-yard shot, 18. So it's not, you know, it's not like tree stand height. The entry wound is 5 inches to the center from his spine. Okay. All right, slide in here. All right, we got him rolled over. The exit wound is, I don't know, 7-8 inches to the center with a little bit of goo hanging out. Now, by the location of that impact point, the low tripod he was shooting in, and what we see on video, I believe that the broadhead bounced off the underside of the spine, which was ideal because that's where the aorta is, and severed it, and then bounced and went downhill. Sure, there's some downhill, but I don't think there's that much downhill from the tripod shot. Just looking at the video, another reason to video your hunts, to look at the impacts and tell what's going on. Secondarily, here it is again. You can see this pig doesn't duck, doesn't roll. He starts to shoot forward. He didn't get much. He didn't jump Charlie real bad, but he still shot forward. Unpredictability in how the animals behave when they do their thing, right? So, all right, we got him opened up a little bit. The wound is back in here, but this is blood, coagulated blood from the hit. There's no lungs or anything this far back, and the lungs are way, way up here. So this is actually all blood from the wound. We knew this, but pretty interesting to see how much blood there is. Crazy, huh? All right, here we'll continue. Sorry, it's not a lab. Well, it is a test lab, but it's not a, you know, laboratory situation. So Charlie's obviously holding up old Freddy the pig here, and we're looking at the wound. So when you get looking down in here, look at the damage. This is unaltered. Obviously he's hanging, so it's pulling it open a little bit. So it would be a little smaller than that. When we first opened him up, you know, that was that big around. So it's stretched down, so don't, you know, oh, well, fella, he's pulling down. Yeah, I get it, bro. But we were digging around saying, I wonder what he severed. Where's the artery and the vein back here coming out of the hips and going back and forth directly to the heart? And I pulled back on this here, and they show up. So severed this and this, he got them both. So we got the artery and the vein feeding the hips and the heart, which is only a couple of feet. I don't know, 3 feet that way, but it's directly out of the heart feeding the pelvis. Severed both of them. There is a distinct chunk. I don't know if you can see that little line right here. This is the blade where it hit the spine, right there. And then of course we have our gaping wahoo. So looking in here, the spine is sitting like this. The broadhead hit, took out both the artery and the vein there, and then redirected a little bit downhill. This would probably happen with any broadhead. Even a flapper, I hate saying flapper, but maybe. The pass-through was absolutely effortless. The pig kind of didn't know it was hit, so when Charlie shot the thing, he was telling me that he said he heard it, he said he saw it running, you know, because it zipped through him so fast. I don't think the pig really knew what was going on. It ran off into some brush, and he said he heard it crashing back and forth, and then he said it just got real quiet. So that's a good sign that the pig is dead, or deer or whatever. Again, another reason to video all your hunts, even if you just get a selfie stick and use a phone. We knew a lot before we went to track him of what we should expect. By seeing it back, I saw it high in the hips, and I saw that arrow go downhill. I said, man, I think you hit the spine and cut the freaking arteries off. And he's 50 yards. He was, what, Charlie, 60, 70? He wasn't far at all. So there you go. Pig is down. Not the best hit in the world, but hey, we'll take lucky, better than good. Ranch Fairy out. All right, bro, if you had any sense, you'd subscribe to this channel. There's going to be more of this stuff, big, heavy arrows, autopsies, a lot of facts, a lot of zapping, shooting. If you have a product you want reviewed, holler at me, Troy at ranchfairy.com. I'll see if I can work it into the mix. And stay tuned for more action like this. Subscribe, man. Hit the button. Ranch Fairy out.